Kerry.
Hey, how you doing, Kelly?
Good to see you, man. Hey, thanks for coming by. I had some questions. You know, I'm new to the industry, and I just finished up the season spraying, and I've been talking to some other guys out there that I see, and they tell me that I need to winterize this thing. What the heck is that all about?
All right, yeah, winterization is a very, very important thing. So to winterize this properly, we're gonna go through a few steps.
Okay.
One of the first things we wanna do, and this is a good time to do it, we wanna open up our lid, remove our basket, inspect it, clean it, see if we need to purchase a new basket.
Okay.
This one looks good, just set it down. Then we're gonna look inside our tank. A lot of times throughout the year, you'll have some buildup inside your tank, and you'll need to clean that. Your local dealer, whoever you purchase from, can supply you with a tank cleaner that'll work. You'll put the tank cleaner in per instructions on the back of it. You may need a scrub brush or something or other to scrub some of it and break it loose. Once you get it good and broke loose, then we're going to want to run it out through our pump into a separate container, because we don't know what chemicals have been in there. We don't want to contaminate anything. Once we've done that and we've got it down to a level where the pump will no longer suck it up, and we do not want to run this pump dry, it always has to be liquid in it. Once we get it down to that point, we're going to get a shop vac, and we'll take it and we'll shop vac all the excess liquid out of it. All right, so now that we've got that taken care of, the next step is we're going to want to get some RV antifreeze. And that RV antifreeze, you can look on the back of the label. It will tell you how you need to dilute the antifreeze with the water to get to your temperature, that you're the coldest temperature you think you're going to see in your region. And you'll mix it per those instructions on the antifreeze. We're going to go ahead and pour antifreeze into that with that mix. We're going to make sure that we're up above the suction tube so that we're getting suction. Then we're going to make sure that we've got a little flow above the jet. That way we can get a good mix and a churn in there.
Gotcha.
We're going to run the machine. Take the machine with our gun on, and we're just going to run it back into the tank.
Okay.
And we're going to run it, you know, make sure we get a good flow through the whole system. This will winterize your gun, this will winterize your hose, this will winterize your reel. It's going to take care of your head, it's going to take care of all your fittings and your filters. Once we've made sure that is good and sufficient, then we're going to take our hose, our gun off, reel our hose back up. And I would suggest taking your gun inside to a climate-controlled storage facility.
Okay.
You know, take it in your house, take it in your shop, just somewhere where, even though we've got antifreeze throughout it, it's still, we don't want to risk this gun. So let's just take this inside somewhere.
Inside?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, once we got all that taken care of, I'm going to show you the major things that can happen in a freeze and a bust situation on your unit.
Okay.
So we've got our hose. We want to go ahead and inspect all of our hoses to make sure that everything's tight, our clamps are good, we don't have any pinholes or anything in our hose. Then we're going to come on around here, check all these fittings, check our filter. What can happen is once the liquid starts freezing in this filter or in this head, it's going to expand and contract. That can cause it to bust. Okay. This is a very expensive item to replace. We don't want to replace it, so that's why we're running the antifreeze through it. The other thing is your hose reel. It has a stainless steel pipe that runs through it that attaches to your hose. That can bust on you, and that's a pretty expensive item because you're going to have to break the whole thing down and replace it. Right now, since we've already looked and inspected everything, all of our fittings, all of our hose, our filter, we've looked at everything that we can look at. Let's go over here and let's talk about our engine.
Okay.
So, this would be a great time to change our engine oil. This would also be a good time to look at your air filter. You know, unscrew here, pull it out and inspect it, make sure that it's not dirty. If you need a new one, it's a good time to get a new one. Also, this would be a great time to pull our belt cover off, our belt guard off, and start looking and inspecting our belts. We want to make sure that the belts are tight. We want to make sure that they don't have any cracking on the belts. If that's the case, then if there's no cracking and they're tight, we're good to go. If not, we're going to make the necessary adjustments to it. That pretty much wraps it up.
Now the battery, I didn't see that this is a serviceable battery, like, you know, the old where you had to take off, and I don't know, do I need to do anything to that battery too, or what?
Well, I'll tell you, so this is a lead seal battery.
Okay.
So you're not going to have to put water in it or do anything like that. What you probably will need to do in the off season with it is go ahead and put it on some kind of battery tender with a slow trickle. That would be what I would recommend. First year you might not need to, but probably it's not a bad idea. It's going to extend the life of your battery.
Gotcha. Now, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm just thinking things. Now, can I store this just outside in the backyard, or what would you recommend I do?
I'd recommend if you've got a garage or something other to put it in, especially if it's climate controlled, that's the ideal situation.
Okay.
If not, though, if you don't have that, yes, you can store it outside. And we sell covers that will fit your pump and engine, and it will fit your hose reel. Now, these covers are not going to protect from freezing, but they will protect from UV, from dirt, debris, rain. I mean, these are going to help, and they cinch up here at the bottom, so you can get them really good and tight so that you don't have to worry about
They're getting blown off.
Yeah. And so this, if I was storing it outside, I'd definitely recommend the cover.
Here and one here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Golly, I can't think of anything else. I think you just covered me from top to bottom.
Well,
Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate you letting me know about that. And you know, I need to take care of things. I want this thing to last for 20, 25 years.
you do those steps, and you're going to be good to go.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, man.
Hold up, give me
Oh, man, give
give me just a second.